how to find the square of given equations. You can see that there are 4 equations. We'll do the first one. 3 root 5 by 5. And I hope all of you understand what is the meaning of square. When we multiply a number 2 times, so that's what we'll be doing. We will be multiplying this equation 2 times. 3 root 5 by 5 to the power 2. Now what we're doing is we will separate the numerator and the denominator with the squares. 3 root 5 whole square by 5 square. Now we will separate because 3 root 5 represents 3 into root 5. So square is for both 3 and root 5. So we're separating it as 3 square into root 5 whole square. And the denominator is 5 square. So we'll simplify. 3 square is 9. And 2 and the square cancels, leaving it as 5. So we have it as 9 into 5, and 5 square is 25. We can cancel 5 and 25. 5 5s are 25. So we're left with the answer 9 by 5. We can also write this fraction as 1/4 over 5. 1/4 by 5. So this is the answer we get for the question 3 root 5 by 5. This is the square of 3 root 5 by 5. Now we'll do the second question. We'll solve the second question. And the second question, that is root 3 plus root 2. This is the second equation that we'll be solving. We're finding square, so we will write it as whole square. Now you remember that this equation is in the form of a plus b whole square. And I hope you remember what is the expansion of a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the expansion that we'll be using for a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square, root 3 plus root 2 whole square is in the same expression. So a square, root 3 is your a and root 2 is your b. So a square would be root 3 whole square plus 2 into a is root 3 and b is referring to root 2, close the brackets, plus b square. B is referring to root 2, so b square will be root 2 whole square. So this is the expression that we get of the expansion of a plus b whole square. I would just erase this expression and we'll just simplify it further. Square and square root cancels, leaving 3 plus 2, and the two radicals can be multiplied, so 3 2s are 6, plus the square and square root cancels, leaving 2. Now here we will add 3 plus 2, that is 5, plus 2 root 6. I'll just correct that, 2 root 6. So this is the answer. This is the square of the question root 3 plus root 2 whole square. I think it's quite easy. You just have to see it again and again to understand and keep practicing it. Let's see the third equation. The third equation is root 5 minus 2. We have to find the square of it, so we write it as root 5 minus 2 whole square. Now you see this equation is also in the form of a minus b whole square. And what is the extension of a minus b whole square? A square minus 2ab plus b square, right? You have to remember this. You have to keep these in your mind, these equations and its expressions, its extensions. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now here a square refers to root 5, so we'll write it as root 5 whole square minus 2 into a is root 5, and b in this equation is 2, plus b square. B square refers to 2, that is 2 square. Okay, so that is the extension of the expression a minus b whole square. I would just erase the expression so that we can simplify it. Okay, root 5 whole square, the square and the square root cancels, leaving 5. We multiply 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4 and root 5 plus 2 square is 4. The next step is we will simplify it further. We'll add 5 and 4. 5 plus 4 is 9 minus 4 root 5. And so we have found the answer. We have found the square for the equation root 5 minus 2. Okay, let's see the last problem and we'll find the square of the last equation. The equation is 3 plus 2 root 5. We'll have to square it. That's the question. 3 plus 2 root 5 whole square. Now remember that this is in the form of a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. And I hope you very well remember what is the extension of this. A square plus 2ab plus b square. You have to remember this. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We'll just replace the values here. A square refers to 3 square plus 2 into a refers to 3 into b refers to 2 root 5 plus b square. Now b refers to 2 root 5, so we write it as 2 root 5 whole square. So this is what we get after expanding it, after simplifying it. And I would just erase the equation and its expression and the extension, and we'll simplify it further. 3 square is 9, right? And we multiply 2, 3 and 2. That would be 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, and root 5. Remember, we cannot multiply the radicals with the other numbers, okay? That's why we're just multiplying the numbers, natural numbers 2, 3 and 2, and keeping the radicals separately. Let's solve the third term. I would just like to show you in rough how to solve that. 2 root 5 whole square. Now remember that square is for both 2 and square 5, root 5, right? So we'll just separate it, 2 square into root 5 whole square. Square and square root cancels. 2 square is 4 into 5. So 4 into 5 is 20, right? So we got the value for 2 root 5 whole square as 20. So that's what we will be writing, 20. I'll just erase the rough part, the rough that we just did. To view the video, you can just go back and see the rough part that I had done it. Let us simplify it further. 9 plus 20 is 29. 12 into 5 is 12 root 5. Sorry, 12 into root 5 is 12 root 5. So we have got the answer as 29 plus 12 root 5. 29 plus 12 root 5. I hope you remember this, and I hope you learn and practice this. So these are the 4 questions that I have explained to you, how to find the square of these equations. And what is the best thing that you can do is to remember it well. Just go through it, and the best thing is to practice. Keep practicing, okay, and it will be much better. That is what maths is all about.